Hello and welcome to episode 5 of Game Over here on Super Retroid. We're playing Goldeneye because it is just an absolute classic. There's no other word for it. I'm going to show you how far I've got into this game before. I've completed some of the levels on the 00 Agent difficulty. I think the last one was Bunker, so there we are, 00 Agent. That's as far as I ever got, and I've completed a few of the other levels. The other Bunker level I've done on 00 Agent. So what we're going to do in these videos, start on Agent, work through the levels, and if we haven't died, we'll go on to the Secret Agent difficulty, do the same, and if we still haven't died, which is very unlikely, we'll go on to the 00 Agent. I probably will die at least once on the Agent, probably towards the last 3 stages, maybe even Jungle. Jungle is fucking hard. But once I die, it's over. So I'll probably get to show you the majority of the game. I'm going to start a totally new game on this, right from the beginning, and try and show you as much as I can. I'm showing you this version, the N64 version. This is the original version on the cart, play through the N64. This is not a HD remake, this is not a bullshit version of it, this is not a stupid sequel called Goldeneye Rogue Agent. Whoever thought of that is a fucking idiot. This is the original game, as it was intended. I don't really do remakes, to be honest. I'm not a big fan. The remake of this, they've taken out Pierce Brosnan and they've replaced it with Daniel Craig. Now, if they'd have remade the film and replaced Pierce Brosnan with Daniel Craig, then fine, make a new game with the Daniel Craig playing Bond. But no, Pierce Brosnan is Bond in that film, so Pierce Brosnan will always be Bond in the game. It's the most stupid decision I've ever heard. Yes, okay, they're trying to make it relevant to today's audience, but fuck, gamers are not fucking stupid. We don't take this shit lying down. So that is a stupid idea, and to all intents and purposes, the game isn't actually that good. So fuck them. Just play this. This is just class. Even today, I think it is just an amazing game. Okay, yes, the AI and all that rubbish and the controls aren't as good as some of the games today, but for an experience, there is no better Bond experience ever. Another reason I don't like remakes is that a lot of the time they just fuck up the game. They take what's good about it and they just mess it up. I think DuckTales is the case in point. I haven't played it, but from what I hear, they've changed too much about it. I'm all up for changing the visuals, you know, making them prettier, making them flashier. Fine, not a problem with that. Changing the sound as well, change everything about it, but don't change the levels. In the original DuckTales on the NES, some of the levels were like a maze, and you had to work out secrets and find your way through the level. But for all intents and purposes, or so I think, they've changed that and got rid of some of the stuff that made the first game great. And that is not good. If the remake doesn't feel like the original game, who are you trying to sell your game to? You're not. People who like the original are not going to like the remake, and new gamers are going to get a dulled down experience. So they're not going to know what the original was about. And if they go back and play the original, they'll be like, "Fuck! What the hell? This is nothing like it." So it's just stupid. There are remakes that work, of course. Most recently, we've had the The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker remake, a HD remake, and they've done it properly. They haven't just gone and thought, right, let's change everything. They've gone in and changed what needs to be changed. They've got rid of the frustrating parts on the sea. Instead of it taking 3 hours to change the wind direction, it takes, 3 seconds. And they just make the visuals very pretty and given it this like feel to it. Which is, I'm pretty sure, is what they wanted with the original, is to make it feel like this sort of incredible experience. And now, just because they're in HD, they can show it as it probably was intended. The original is still a fantastic game. I will never play the HD remake because that's not really my thing. I like to play the game on the console it was originally intended for. I think you get an experience you couldn't get if they do a remake. Case in point, let's say Ocarina of Time. It was a moment in history. That game is fucking phenomenal. I would always play it though on the N64. I have a copy on the GameCube that came with the Wind Waker, but I would not play on that. I would always get the N64 out and play on that because it's something to do with the way the machine works, the noises of the machine. On PlayStation, for example, you can play PlayStation 1 games on a PS2 or a PS3, but it's not the same. Hearing the noises that the PS1 makes, it brings back a certain memory of the first time you played it. And it's nostalgia and all that stuff, but it works for me. I always play the original game. I'm not dissing remakes. I think they are they are worthwhile. I mean, with films, they do it all the time. They take the original film, they make it glossy like they did with DVD, and then now we've got HD films on Blu-rays and all that shit. So, but it definitely works with films because they're not changing anything, apart from obviously George Lucas, who fucked up the original trilogy many times on Star Wars. He kept adding stupid stuff. But in games, it's difficult because if you start changing stuff, you can change visuals and all that stuff, it doesn't really matter, but you change core mechanics and gameplay stuff, then you're losing the feel of the original game, I think, and I don't think it works in a lot of occasions, but I like to be proved wrong. Anyway, thanks for watching, tune in next time, I'll talk about something proper.